Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Great Picture here, DGP, back again with another Patriot Keys. A little bit different. As you already know, I do my live stream after every game, but I got somebody different with me. I got actually a co-host today. Go ahead, tell them about your channel, tell them who you are. Let them know.
How do you do? I'm here, Patreon invited me on this podcast, I'm a Jets fan. So yeah, let's get to it.
That's all you are, sir?
Well, I have a podcast. I talk about the Boston Celtics, but yeah, that's about it, man. Let's just get to it. Let's get to the game.
All right, let's get into the game. So, without further ado, man, the game just ended on Josh McCown rolling out to the right, basically after a sack. He didn't really have time to spike his on fourth down. He just threw it in the dirt. Pretty much it. However, this game, famous, it could have went a lot of different ways. As you know, Jets came out firing on all sudden on his first drive. They were, I think 4 for 4. I think you guys were 4 for 4 on third down conversion.
Yep. McCown was on fire.
Came down and just dotted us up. And then I think we went 3 and out. And then McCown again comes down and dotted us up again. So now we're down 14-0. At this point, I'm just looking at it like, bruh, this is not my team. I don't know who these are. So then, time passes, but the whole time we're down, it's because we couldn't really convert. But we was running the football effectively against you guys, like, 4 or 5 yards to carry, because I think you guys were the 30th ranked defense going in. So I knew running the football shouldn't be a problem, and it wasn't. And then Gillislee fumbles the football. And if you follow me on Twitter, you will see it. I immediately tweeted out, I said, Gillislee, make yourself comfortable. Welcome to the doghouse. You're gonna have to provide your own snacks and beverages. But what you had to say about Gillislee, man? Because I know you had an incentive on Gillislee today.
I put him on, on FanDuel, Team FanDuel. Mm-hmm. And then when he fumbled and you tweeted out he's going to be in the doghouse, I thought he was going to be in the doghouse for like one quarter. Nah, it was pretty much gone.
Yeah, he only came back, I think, in the fourth quarter for like a couple plays to run the football. But other than that, I'm telling y'all, man, he's in the doghouse. In the doghouse. So I don't know what happened, but I've been saying this whole year, I've been saying with James White being here, Gillislee, Dion Lewis has kind of been pushed on the back burner. People thought Dion Lewis, has lost a step. I always said Dion Lewis never lost a step, and he's proved it again today. Was running effectively against you guys. He did his thing today. He showed out. But man, them Jets, man. So since you were a Jets fan, I'm gonna let you talk about. Take us through what you saw in the first quarter. Take us through it. First half, I should say. Yeah, first quarter, the early second quarter. When y'all was up 14-0. Take us through it.
I thought this wasn't my team. I thought, what's going on here? I thought the team switched jerseys because McCown was on fire. This is the first time I ever seen him throwing hot dots, converting on third down, because this guy never converts anything on third down. The team was moving the ball. The one thing that made me frustrated was we kept running the ball when it wasn't working. But we just kept pushing it. And Austin Safari and Jenkins couldn't be stopped as well in that first quarter.
It was a lot of check downs and everything. Shout out to everybody, Markel, Special, Ingram. Shout out to the Packer fans here, which, side note, I hate to hear that injury. I hope Aaron Rodgers, speedy recovery. I hope he can actually return this year. Man, it kind of sucks on that injury. But on the back onto the Patriots game. Speaking of Safari Jenkins, let's talk about the big play that everyone wants to talk about. The ending. Well, it wasn't really the ending, but the second to last drive you guys had. So Jets driving down 14 points. Down 10 points, I should say. Actually, they're at the goal line essentially, and I believe it was third down. It was third. It was third and goal. Safari Jenkins catches it in the flat route. Now I'm thinking he's gonna get wrapped up, and then he muscles his way to the pylon, calls a touchdown. And I'm just like, all right, we're going to have to, convert. You're going to have to do our thing. But then looking at the replay, I noticed the football moved around. So I said, not much really going to happen. It's not too much evidence, I think, that they can confirm because everything they show, they didn't. Then they said that he fumbled the football, which he did. And they said when he recovered it, he was out. He was out of bounds. So therefore, it's a touchback. Now, me personally, I'm going to let Famous go first on this. He's a Jets fan. Do you feel like that cost you guys the game?
That was the wrong call. It cost us the game right there. Well, it didn't really cost us the game. It could have been a lot different. Because just because that touchdown, didn't happen. Didn't mean it cost us a game, but it really cost us the momentum. That's a touchdown. When a football touches the pylon, it's a touchdown from when the rules stated. The ball touched the pylon. He still had control. You know, I saw the replay he did. The ball was moving a little, but at the end, he did have control. The ball touched the pylon. It's a fucking touchdown. I like when that happened. I almost like the furniture's almost flipped. I was so furious on that call because the officials in this game were horrible. That one touchdown by Gronk.
Yeah, which one? The first one.
Was the first one.
Oh, when he was like in the goal line, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was all pushing on Gronk, but somehow it's a penalty on us. And then the second one, where Gronk was wide open, but he didn't catch it. The defender was facing him. He didn't look at the ball, and they didn't call out a flag. So right off the bat, could tell the officiating was horrible, and it pretty much cost us a touchdown, and it cost us the momentum of the game because you guys couldn't stop us.
Uh-huh. We couldn't. What happened was we stopped you guys, and then when it kind of mattered most, especially on third downs, closer to the guy, to crunch time, we couldn't stop you guys. We really played like shit again today. Defense again lets up another 300-yard passing performance. Everybody has done that. And side note, if you're in a fantasy FanDuel person, this game confirmed it for me officially. If whoever the Patriots playing, just pick the opposite quarterback. Just do that. I don't care if he's worth 10,000 on FanDuel. Pick him because he's going to eat. He's going to dominate. That first half, the only real bad pass he made was that interception where Butler just jumped the route. That he made, and then the other pick, it was just I don't know what that was. He in a couple other interceptions almost had it. Brady almost threw a pick to the not Jamal Adams. Who was it? Buster Screen, I think it was, where he dropped it. He almost had a pick. And back to the official, I won't blame the refs and everything because I feel like it balances out, but I just feel like they were just inconsistent. Like the first when they called the defensive pass to Gronkowski. I mean, yeah, it is, but then again, you can let it slide and everything. It's kind of ticky tacky. Special on the kickoff return. I think it was Badamosi took the Jets return to Suplex City, in the fourth quarter. But it was a ticky tacky. But then the second time when they didn't call defensive pass interference, I think Darren Lee was guarding him in the second quarter. That was defensive pass interference.
Yeah, that was.
But I didn't call it, and I guess they could say that's a makeup call. So I'm not gonna be mad at it. But it was inconsistency in the officiating today. They were bad today. They were bad. Like I said, I'm not gonna say one was better, one was more leaning to the other side than the other. Today they were just inconsistent and just bad today. That's what I have to say on the official. Anything you have to say on the officials today? Anything else?
They suck.
That pretty much sums it up. So us being down, Malcolm Butler today, I wouldn't say he played great, but he did play better. He's been playing better for these past couple weeks. He played better. He did give up that touchdown to Jeremy Curley, if I'm not mistaken, which I didn't know that he was every time he's been targeted, he's caught the pass. So, I guess he's dependable. But then he did have the interception towards the end. He also broke up a pass. I think it was in the first quarter when he got beat by Robbie Anderson. The ball was a little bit underthrown. He was able to come back and catch up to it, and he was able to knock it out, which, they were both tugging for it, and he's able to knock it out. I was, again, shocked. Shout out to Coney Elam, man. He stepped up for y'all. Do you think he had any extra incentive this game, even though he said he didn't have any incentive this game, but you think he had incentive in this game?
No, not really, but I was surprised that Todd Bowles kept going at Butler throughout the game, which was surprising. He's a good cornerback. I like to troll saying that he's washed and stuff. Well, he really is a good cornerback, and they kept going at him. I don't know why. Robbie Anderson, he's a good wide receiver, but he's not great. There's times where he's not gonna, fight for the ball. You saw in that interception there. He could have fought for it and saved it, but he didn't. So he could have gone to other wide receivers, but he chose to go after Butler.
Yeah, I don't know why they was picking on Butler. Then again, I don't know if it was the last time he played him or the time before when Quincy Enunwa had a good game against him. So I don't know if they just felt like matchup wise that they thought Robbie Anderson's speed could break away from them. But speaking of speed, Brandon Cooks, man, I'm telling y'all, it's not always on the stat sheet, but he helps his offense tremendously because that I think it was going into the second half after the pick, that dot by Brady to Cooks down the sideline to set up the Gronkowski touchdown was phenomenal. And then also with him getting guys, like I said in my keys video open, I said Brandon Cooks going deep. That allows Gronkowski in the middle of the field to get that touchdown he got. It allows Danny Amendola to get, an open underneath, or Chris Hogan in the middle. Again, like I said, I don't think it's trash. Like I said, the defense played not really that good. I'm not gonna say they played like complete trash. It was a little bit better. We're progressing, I will say, but I'm not gonna say this was a great win. This was just a decent win. This is just a game where it was difficult throughout, and you just had to fight through it. So, Famous, now that you guys are 3-3, take us through what you think y'all should. Is the tanking process over, or do you guys feel like you have a legitimate shot to go to the playoffs?
No, we don't got a shot to go to the playoffs. The tanking process is still going. It would have been nice to beat the Patriots. That's like one thing that if we're tanking, go all the way, but at the same time, I just want to beat the Patriots because it's fun to troll and stuff. But the tanking process is still going. It might have derailed for the past 3 weeks when they were on the 3-game win streak. Because I don't know what the hell they're doing. This team can't tank properly. But maybe this is a wake up call. They saw Josh McCown's a terrible quarterback. And they need to tank correctly to get a top pick in the draft.
Yeah. How do you think Jamal Adams played against Gronk?
For a rookie, he did an all right job. Gronk did break away a couple of times, and that one big run that he had pretty much killed us. But he did all right as a rookie. He got into the mix. He did break up some pass that. It was him, right? That got the pass interference.
Jamal Adams? Yeah,
it was him. He did play that correctly. It should have been a pass interference. So he did an all right job for a rookie because you know how Gronk is.
Man,
and Brady is when they see a rookie, they just like to break him apart. So He did all right for him. He held his own.
Yeah, that's another reason why I said we got to attack the safeties because I think both of your safeties were rookies actually, and I said we can attack them. That's just going to help everything out because it's going to have them second guessing themselves on their who to cover and everything. That's going to make everything open. But Jamal Adams, he's from LSU, so he did his thing for a rookie. But yeah, let's talk more about these stats. So Josh McCown, what grade would you give McCown today?
A solid. Because the ending, it kind of weighs heavily for me. But I give him a solid B. A solid B.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't play too bad, I thought. I just thought that he could have the ending was just kind of a little bit bad. But he did okay though. If we were in just the first half, he get an A+.
Yeah.
He was dying. But kind of calmed down. He finished with 354 yards. Now, I would say about 50 of them are stat pad yards, which is in the last drive where we're playing prevent defense. But still, he still was pretty good. Tom Brady today, man, he didn't get hit as much as he has in the past, which that was a positive. That's the only positive I saw when we was losing 14-0 that he didn't get hit at all. But 20 for 38, 257 yards, 2 TDs, an interception. That's not Tom Brady-esque. A lot of missed opportunities. A couple almost had extra pick in there. So I'm gonna give Tom Brady a C+ in this one. Didn't really have that much. Didn't really have that great of a game. It was decent. He had a couple good drives, but he could have played better. Also, sometimes the pass rush got there for them, and it was a couple drops. It just always seems like him without Edelman. It just feels like he's out of sync because he's been throwing the football behind his receivers a lot, especially to Hogan, who be open. But it just seems he's a little bit not in sync with them. So I'm gonna give him a C+. Matt, you guys didn't have Bilal Powell. How'd you think Matt Forte and your running backs did? McGuire as well.
Matt Forte did his thing for a guy that was battling a turf toe injury. He did his thing. He didn't ran the ball. He hit a couple holes. He made some catches. He did his thing for a turf toe injury. But McGuire, he did really bad, to be honest with you. Because I remember, I forgot what week it was when they had him playing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Browns. He broke a couple yards, and he got pretty much, it was one of those breakout games for him. I put him in my FanDuel lineup thinking he was going to do something. Because, your defense is not that good. But he did absolutely nothing. He got swallowed up. I guess he couldn't find the holes for him to break through, but he couldn't break through the edges. He couldn't find nothing in the hole as well. So he kept losing yards, which was very frustrating. They should have just gave up on the run, or they should have had Matt Forte taking more snaps. One of those two had to happen, but it is what it is.
Yeah, our run defense isn't the greatest. But it's not nearly as bad as our pass defense. Our run defense is about middle of the pack, so we're decent against the run. So I'm never too worried about the run. But if that the passing was is what I was worried about, which I did a pretty good job, which we'll get to. Running the football, outside that phone with Gillislee, he did a decent job. He did okay. Yeah, like I said, side note, like I said, he's welcome to the doghouse, which breaks open my guy, Dion Lewis, who I've been preaching this whole year, every week, get him more touches. Like, I know we have James White, and I know we have Gillislee, get him more touches. And he capitalized on Gillislee fumble because James White is now the passing back more so than Dion Lewis. But Dion Lewis took over from Gillislee's running, and he did a pretty good job. He was going through the holes, fighting his way through, got the open yards and everything, and he scored a goal line touchdown. Killing them with the Millie Rock. So, running backs, they did their thing. They did a pretty good job. Even in the passing game, James White, I don't know why every time Brady throws like a wheel route to like White or like especially to James White, he'll like loft it up in there and it looks like it's going to be an interception. It's like hanging in the air forever and it never does. So, and White took a hit for it. So he did his thing for that. Moving on to receivers, man. You guys, did you think Jeremy Curley had that touchdown? Safarian Jenkins kept making plays. Jermaine Kearse, who to me he had a quiet 79 yards. I'm looking at the stats. I really didn't think of him. I must have missed his name a lot, but he had a quiet 79 yards. I know he had that one big play, but other than that, I really didn't hear his name much. How do you think you guys did? Wide receivers did?
I give the wide receivers today pretty much an A. They did really well. I know Curley and Kearse. They're pretty much – Kearse is young, I believe. Curley's not. He's pretty much become, like, old reliable because anything you throw to him, he catches. And Kearse is coming up with big plays this season, so I give them an A. And then we found our tight end. Pitcher, let me tell you something.
Okay.
You know how long we've been looking for a tight end?
Tell me. I'm not just
– You know how long we've been looking for a tight end?
Tell me.
Since forever. And we finally found one. It took us years to find a decent tight end. And Austin Safarian Jenkins said, I'm going to be your tight end. Support me. I'm like, you know what? You got my support, Jenkins. He's really good. He couldn't be stopped this game. So we found our tight end. That's a blessing.
Put his jersey in the Raptors?
Yeah, put his jersey in the Raptors.
I would give my wide receivers as well in A today. They did their thing again. Brandon Cook, 6 receptions, 93 yards. Could have had more. He dropped that one pass, was afraid to hit. But what I've been preaching to you guys like every time, and I'm telling y'all, Brandon Cooks opens up a lot. Going into this game, we was tied for second for most splash plays, which is like 20 yards or more plays. And Brandon Cooks helps us out. Helps Brady spread the field again. Typically, we get one deep shot a game. Philip Dorsett, I mean, I'm not expecting much of him. He has the speed, but he complains a lot over calls, man. I noticed this game, like, he complains every time for a call. Like that interception that Brady threw. If he's not, like, because he was trying to catch it, so he was falling and accidentally touched him. if he didn't touch him, he's almost taking that to the house because he's too busy complaining over the call, like not worried about the tackle. And then Brady, and also signed on the Brady. He had some questionable reads. He threw in a fucking triple coverage deep to Hogan. Granted, Hogan had 2 of them beat, but in triple coverage, man, my guy, yeah, it was a questionable day for this team, but it's just a win. So we played good. Let's move on to I'll get to the case later. So our defensive line. Let me tell you something. It was about 3 plays. I counted at least 3. This man, Josh McCown, sat back in the pocket, made himself a grilled cheese sandwich, ate that bitch, went back for seconds to cook another one, ate it again, and then left the pocket. Like, bro, that first drive, the 16-yarder, bro. Josh McCown, is he a scrambler?
No, he's not.
Because he damn sure looked like it. He damn sure looked like Aaron Rodgers today.
Not like that. I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
How'd you think your defensive line? I don't even talk about it.
Bro, they couldn't stop the run. Brady, clean pocket, all game. Brady, I think McCown invited Brady over, and they were just there, playing cards, cooking up some food there. I think they had a barbecue there. They invited their family over.
They had a picnic.
It was just clean pocket all game. And then there was times where Brady moved up in the pocket and he threw some hot dots. That line played horrible. Both of our lines. They don't deserve an F. They deserve a grade that's not even there. We need to make up a grade. That's how horrible they played.
They just need to go back to college. Y'all need to get held back. I will say this though. Malcolm Brown did pretty good in the first half. I don't know where he was at second half. Trey Flowers had a couple good plays. Deatrick White, who had a couple good plays, a couple good weeks, the past couple weeks, he actually got to start defensive tackle. He didn't do anything. I didn't want to talk about defense. Is just a blur to me. This defense sucks. Linebackers did okay. Need to do a better job containing Safarian Jenkins, which they didn't do. How'd you think your linebackers did with Demario Davis and Darren Lee? They did force that fumble earlier.
They played well, to be honest with you, even though they had a hard time tackling from time to time, but they did pretty well. In general, our front line played bad, but the rest of the guys, they played really well from going into last year to this year and pretty much breaking up some passes. So it was solid. It was solid.
I'm a scratch. Linebackers, they did okay because I was getting confused. We had I think Chung on Safarian Jenkins most of the time, but our linebackers, they did okay. They just need to do better when our line can't get pressure and they start rolling out. Our linebackers got to do a better job of stopping it. But besides that, they did come up with some sacks at the end of the game. Quaylen Hightower and Kyle Van Noy, they got a couple of sacks on that last drive, so they helped us. So they did okay. But secondary, I'm gonna let you go first. Secondary, how'd you think your secondary did?
Solid. They broke up some passes. They were there in the mix, interceptions, stuff like that. It was solid. The reason why I say it was solid because I want to say it was great because Brady did pick them apart from time to time. So it was a solid work because let me tell you something, Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
The secondary last year was pretty much garbage. Going into this game, they did give up big plays. So they did pretty well. Even though Brandon Cooks did beat them. And that was to be expected because going into this game, they'd I forgot what they were was standings, I think 5th or 4th, and giving up big yards. So did they give up some big yards to like Brandon Cooks and Gronk, but they held their own. They made some stops when they needed to. So yeah.
I'm not even gonna say nothing on the secondary. Malcolm Butler got a pick.
What do you give the reps? Because they were pretty much on your side. That's right. I said it.
I wouldn't say they was on our side. I would say.
No, I'm just playing.
I would say the rest were on our side. The rest was fucking. The rest was trash as fuck. But the secondary, I feel like I'm sounding like a broken record at this point. Again, Butler played better, a little bit. When I say better, it's like a quarter of a centimeter better. No.
Look, Patriot. Take it from me. Who's someone who watched a bad defense last season? They're bad. Your secondary, it's not gonna get better. It's gonna stay the same. No matter how much you move around, how much you try and improve. If you're this bad going to what is this, week 6 now?
Yeah.
It's not gonna get better. That's it. Whatever this defense is, that's it. Brady has to score damn near 50 to for you guys to win the game.
Listen, I'm giving them until the bye week. Bye week is week 9 for us. I'm giving them week 10. Week 10 is the limit for them. Once week 10 hits, that's when, because I've seen teams get hot. With the 6-8 games, if the defenses get hot, so that's why I don't want to give up on them. However, as I said, they have limited time, in my opinion, limited time. If they don't get right by week 10, we're not winning. We're not winning the Super Bowl. If they don't get right by week 10, I don't see us winning the Super Bowl. The way this defense is playing, because as I know Brady can put up 30 points, but this defense just fucking sucks. You let Josh McCown fucking come over there and just does whatever the fuck he wants most of the time. You're not going to win many games. You're not going to win playoff games. You're not going to win the tough games against actual, tough teams. So
we had a decent quarterback. I believe we could have won this game. But my count is so terrible. On that last pretty much play, everybody was in the middle or the left of the field, and he rolled right. Like, who does that? You got to know where your players are. Such a terrible quarterback.
You said Masuda?
Masuda. Thank God this QB draft class is pretty much deep. So that's what I'm waiting for.
So yeah, so let's kind of move on a little bit. So you're kind of on the QB draft class wave. Where you like I said, I know as you said it's not a tanking, but what pick do you guys see you doing? What pick do you think you guys are going to get now at this point?
I think we might get pretty much in the 5 to 10 range. Just keep playing at this rate. 5 to 10 range, maybe 8 to 10. This QB draft class is deep, so I'm hoping we could find a quarterback there somewhere in that range. I know from what I heard, they're saying that Sam Darnold, he might not come out. It's a 50-50 chance, so if he doesn't come out, I'm going to be a little worried.
Back to the game. A couple more things before I wrap this up. Gostkowski, he's had a great season. Look, he's returned to form. He missed a kick today. I think it was like a 49-yarder. I didn't tweet it. I was going to tweet this out, but he kicked it faster than I could say it. But I literally said, once there was like he's 12 for 12, he's kind of bounced back. I said, yeah, he's about to miss this kick.
Gostkowski's on the Gostkowski?
Yeah, Gostkowski. Because I saw him I saw how he kicked the extra point earlier, and his kick was kind of turning. They weren't coming back because he almost missed the extra point first time. And then once he was like 12 for 12, I was like, yeah, he's going to miss this kick.
There was no wind.
Right. And so typically what's happened with his kicks this year is he'll kick it and the wind will kind of knock it back a little bit. But since there's no wind, it just never came back. So, but especially once my thing, every time they say he's like 12 for 12 and they're making a big emphasis on it, like they're saying he's into form. In my opinion, that's the ultimate jinx. He's missing the kick.
When he's missing kicks, he's in form. He's in mid-season form. He's ready to go for the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, he's played well because the past couple of weeks, past couple of years, he's been playing like trash. But he's playing good this year. He's playing good this year. But that's pretty much it. I don't want to waste you guys' time much on this football Sunday. I know other games going on, so appreciate you guys coming through. You got anything else you want to say, Famous?
I hope everyone's FanDuel or DraftKings lineup is making the money, you know. Sometimes you could just look at your lineup and you might be dead last and it hurts. So everyone's lineup is doing well.
Oh, I have one more thing to say. I just thought about it. And I got to get close to the mic with this one, so y'all might want to turn your right down. I got to get close to the mic for this one. Are you motherfuckers on crack? Really thinking that Travis Kelce is better than Rob Gronkowski? Really? Like, y'all really think Travis Kelce is better than Rob Gronkowski? Why are y'all on crack? Stay off that shit, bro. It's not good for you. It's not good for your teeth. It's not good for your health. It's not good for you, bro. Get off that shit, bro. Like, stop. Like, whatever y'all smoking, just stop. Thinking Kelsey's better than Gronkowski, bro. This man Gronkowski today. Who was it? Jamal Adams that he mossed?
Yeah.
That he made him his son. He's where he caught it on the dude's helmet essentially, took it where he caught it over his head. It was like it's okay, son. I got it. This man Gronkowski. Everybody wants to talk about his injuries. Even when he doesn't play that many games as these people, he fucking has better stats than them. I don't think you understand that. He has better stats than them. Oh yeah, Tom Brady, most wins ever. That's just I just thought he already had. I knew he didn't have the record because they was making a big deal about it. But Tom Brady having the most wins ever, that's just Tom Brady being Tom Brady, just the winner. Why he's the GOAT. But that's pretty much it. All I gotta say. You got anything else to add, Famous? Gronkowski related, anything Jets related?
No, I'm good. I said what I said.
All right. Well, I won $5 in FanDuel today, so I pretty much broke even. Yeah. So again, appreciate everybody coming through. Those who are going to be post show. His link, Famous Star, is in the description. You are a Jets fan, go check it out. If you are a Celtic fan, go check out his podcast. He has all that stuff, and I think he still has a Bucks My Gym if you want some 2K. So appreciate y'all for coming through. That's gonna be it for the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and remember, Travis Kelce better than Gronkowski. Peace.